Hey, are you ready for May 7th, 2025? This is going to be one of those up and down days. Some of the signs are going to have a great day. Others, it would probably be wise to stay home. Let's dive into the Chinese astrology. And I need to tell you that this is my take on the energy and the astrology. And because of that, it won't resonate with everybody. And if it doesn't resonate with you, no worries. I do hope you find what you're looking for. Let's dive in no particular order. Hey, Rooster, let's look at your forecast for today, May 7th, 2025. Today you're seeking answers and possibly closure around an ongoing challenge. You're not looking forward to the confrontation, and this has kept you up or disturbed your sleep last night. But you know this is something you need to move forward. You're moving slower this morning. Allow yourself extra time for your commute, as there could be delays or other slight mishaps. By midday, you're more focused and clear about your next steps. Work is more about responsibilities today than breakthroughs, but that's okay. You're moving through the day, getting things done, and really crossing things off your to-do list. Tonight, clear the air and honestly talk things through. Yes, this is a difficult situation, but if you can reach a compromise with a family member or roommate, then things will be much better. And you will be able to have a little bit more clarity around the situation in general. What you need to be happy, what the other person needs to be happy, and also you can be more honest about your expectations for the future. Tomorrow will be a better day, but only if you address this now. Rat, let's look at your forecast for May 7th, 2025. This is a day of high energy and focus for people born under the sign of Rat. It's important to take advantage of today and get those important projects moving forward or completed. You're more clear on what you need to be happy and satisfied as the day plays out. You may volunteer for more responsibility at work, to lead a project, or become a team leader overall. Supervisors are noticing you as well, so this is also a time when you might get a nod from them. This could be a small raise or a promotion. Rat, you've been thinking about volunteering some time with a local charity. This is a great time to contact them and start really moving forward on that. If you're looking for a job, this could be the day you receive a call back or good news. So Rat is feeling better overall and more enthusiastic about life in general. So this is a great time to get as much done as possible. Have a great day. Ox, let's look at your forecast for May 7th, 2025. You can't quite put your finger on what's wrong. It could be the state of the world or something closer to home. But whatever it is, you're left feeling uneasy and slightly anxious today as you wake up. And this is keeping you on edge. And you know you need to relax, but you really don't know what's causing this feeling. And you know work's going to need your full focus. Take a deep breath and dive in. If you're looking for a job, this could be a day you receive a call back or good news. There is a slight chance of a promotion, but it may not come with a pay increase, so you really need to think about that. Today is one of those days where it's just going to seem like the day drags on, but you are getting things done and you are moving forward. And it's important that you trust your intuition about world events now. You are more insightful than you admit, and maybe you need to sit down with a loved one tonight and kind of explore that, talk things through, and get an idea of what they're going through, and maybe allow them to vent to you, and you can give them some insight on what you think is happening in the world and what you think needs to happen next, and that will probably reassure them as well. Lean into self-care tonight, rest and recharge your battery. Tomorrow's going to be busy. Tiger, let's look at your forecast for today, May 7th, 2025. Work may be stressful today as people seem to be out of it. For sure, they're not in sync with you, and it's quite possible they just don't want to be there, and so they're doing the bare minimum. So if you could step away from group projects because you're going to be the person doing all the work in the group projects today, maybe put that on the back burner and focus on other responsibilities. You'll probably get more done and have a much better day. You could also receive news news about a new job offer or a new placement coming up in your current company. It may be just what you're looking for, but you're going to need to move quickly, find out about it, see if it's legit, and put your resume forward. And if later on, as you find out more about this and it may not be exactly what you want, that's okay. You can always decline. But I think this is probably what you've been looking for. This evening, plan a quiet evening in. Rest and recharge your batteries because the weekend will be here soon. And we see that you have a lot of commitments coming up for the rest of the month. So there won't be a lot of downtime for you. So rest while you can, Tiger. Dragon. Let's look at your forecast for May 7th, 2025. Dragon, can you take the day off? This might be an excellent day to stay home and just chill. You're feeling okay, but you're just not feeling work. If you can't take the day off, then do light work rather than focus on important projects. Ask for help as needed and lean into self-care today. Like I say, you're feeling okay. It's just this is a day where you're just not excited about work or excited about that never-ending to-do list. It would be better for you to focus on yourself and yes, deal with the responsibilities, of course, but also make time to rest, read, or spend time on hobbies and do things that really help you restore your energy and recharge your batteries. You'll be more productive tomorrow, so it's not like this is an ongoing thing. It's just one of those low energy days, and if you could stay home, sleep in, cozy up with a book, this would be the prime time. Have a great day. Snake, let's look at your forecast for May the 7th, 2025. Snake, you're feeling focused today and you're ready to get shit done. And it's a good thing because Dragon is staying home and Goat is likely to call in at the last minute. So if you're depending on them, then projects will have to wait. Instead, you can put your attention or focus on big responsibilities today and knock out big issues or obstacles with ease. This is a great day to make phone calls, clear up piles of paperwork, and just generally plow through the to-do list. You're focused and you're on it, Snake. And you may receive a phone call or a message from an old friend today. And this blast from the past is another reason to smile. Make a plan to meet up soon as your social life will keep you plenty busy from now to the end of July. So you need to schedule them in quickly. But overall, it's a pleasant surprise. So this is going to be a very productive day for people born under the sign of Snake. Just make sure to take some time to enjoy yourself this evening because you're probably going to feel like starting a home project, cleaning out the closet, the garage, doing something like that. Some physical work at home to get things organized. And that's great, but you need to also balance your time with rest because you've got work tomorrow and you've got some other projects going on. Pace yourself, okay, Snake? Have a great day. Let's look at Goat or Sheep's forecast for May the 7th, 2025. Work may be troublesome for you today as you really aren't focused. If you can take a day off, it might be wise to just relax at home. The global situation is weighing on you, and well, it has for some time. You may feel like you're at a crossroads around some personal beliefs, around some of your bigger goals and ideas about what the future should look like for you and your family. And this can be really disturbing, so it might be wise to talk things through this evening with loved ones, but refrain from venting. Instead, look at problem solving, look at options, because you actually do have more options than you're probably considering right now. And sometimes the best way to really ease our fears or anxiety about the future is to talk to people and talk it out. They're going to probably come up with options you didn't even think of. So it's not all doom and gloom. Things are going to be difficult, but it's nothing you can't handle, especially if you have a plan moving forward. So this would be a great day to work on those types of things rather than be trapped at work and not really be productive. And tomorrow will be a better day. Have a great day, Goat. Hey Rabbit, let's look at your forecast for May the 7th, 2025. Someone is coming off bitter and it's not a good look. This morning, refrain from ruminating over the past. Real and imagined slights can sour your mood and ruin your entire day. You may have had a disturbing dream, or maybe a fragment of something is coming up this morning, whether it's a memory or a dream. It's kind of just turning your mood a bit bitter. So really think about that before you say something unintentional that starts a reaction from friends, family, or coworkers. At work, clean up your area and work on something like soil sorting unfinished projects. It's a good day to get a handle on deadlines, maybe not actually work on big projects, but get a better understanding of when they're due and start gathering the information you need to finish them. Tonight, cozy up with loved ones or your special person. You need some support now, Rabbit. When you're ready, talk out your worries and seek advice or at least options. You could be reading too much into a situation, or you could be ignoring something that you really need to put your attention on. Normally, Rabbit doesn't have a problem seeing the bigger picture, but now your judgment could be clouded. So don't make any hasty decisions just yet, but be aware that things are changing. Have a good day. Horse, let's look at your forecast for May the 7th, 2025. The energy today offers a real chance to get to the root of a problem. You're struggling with taking action before you really have a plan, and this is making you somewhat nervous or anxious as you start the day. You really feel like you need to be out there doing stuff, but you don't have a plan in mind, so you really don't know what you should be doing. Record any dreams that you had last night. They will give you insight into what's really blocking you or challenging you right now, and it may not be what you think it is. By midday, you've moved past the distractions and you're making solid progress at work or school. Everyone is more focused and projects are moving forward, thankfully. There were a few people that didn't show up today for work or school, and that's okay. You were able to still move forward without their input. In the past, when you've struggled with problems, your insights and fortitude have led you to success, and this won't be any different. This evening, speak with a trusted mentor or friend and seek advice. They may have experience with this very same issue. Listen to their advice, but make your own decision, because you will, after all, have to live with the consequences. Overall, this is a productive day, but it's not going to be without its challenges. Tomorrow will be a better day. Reiki blessings! Monkey, let's look at your forecast for May the 7th, 2025. This is one of those up and down days. You wake up feeling pretty good, but by the time you get to work or school, you're just really not feeling it. You're distracted, and you don't really feel like working or being there. You may decide to leave early, and if you can, that would probably be wise. Of course, take care of your responsibilities before you check out, but if you have the ability, this is a great time to go home and to rest, relax, and think about what you need to do to change some of the goals that you have in place now. You have projects going, you have opportunities coming, and you have all this going for you this year, but you're just not feeling it. You're feeling put upon and pushed to make some big changes. But rather than stepping out there and shaking things up, you really need a solid plan. And to do that, you need to really be honest about what you want. What's going to make you happy? What is going to give you the security that you need? And what is going to be fulfilling for the long term, or at least the next couple of years. If you can today, rest, yes, but also think about the bigger picture. What would you like to be doing in 5 years? And then what would it take to get you there? I think overall, if you can rest today and come up with some solid ideas about the future, that you'll be feeling much better tomorrow. Dog, let's look at your forecast for May the 7th, 2025. You may be feeling a little bit unfocused or hazy today. This is one of those days when everything seems to be moving fast and you're kind of stuck in first gear and you really can't focus or get much done. But that's okay, because half the office didn't show up and you're still there, you're still working, you're still taking care of things. You're just not moving at your normal speed though. By the afternoon, some of the fog clears and you're feeling a little bit better, but still, it's not the best day to work on important projects. Instead, just do the bare minimum and give yourself time to rest this evening. Overall, you're feeling okay. It's just you're unsure on what your next move's going to be. And this is a good day to kind of go home and regroup and think about the future and about the changes that need to happen so you can move forward. And it is bothering you more than you let on. This might also be a good time to call up a trusted friend and kind of talk about what you're seeing moving forward and get their input too. That will help you make a better informed plan. But overall, this is a okay day, just kind of a slower energy day for dog natives. Pig or boar, let's look at your forecast for May the 7th, 2025. This could be one of those days where you're just kind of feeling slightly out of sync with everyone. You're a little bit foggy and you'd really just like to stay home and lay on the couch. And if you can get away with that, this would be a good day to do that. You're not sick or anything like that. It's just you're not feeling it. You're not feeling work or school or actually doing much of anything. Of course, address your responsibilities, get them out of the way, and then just kind of slow down and regroup and think about, what you want to do moving forward. A lot of things are changing in your life, and you're probably going to have to rethink some of your long-term goals and plans. And this would be a good day to do that. You don't really need to come up with a big master plan all in one setting, but it's a good day to think about maybe making some tweaks and changes. You definitely need to talk this over with your family. If you're looking for a job, this could be a day you receive a call back or other good news. That is brewing in the background as well. It may not be the perfect job, but it is a job moving forward. So that's something to think about as well. So overall, this is one of those lower energy days for you as well. By evening, you're feeling a little bit better, but still don't overdo it. Stay home, rest, relax, and recharge your battery. Tomorrow's going to be a busy day for you. Reiki blessings!